What do you do when things go wrong? I mean, really wrong. What do you do? That's today's topic on this episode of Freight Broker TV. Hey, how's it going? It's good to see you, even though I can't see you. You're looking at me. You know what I'm talking about. It's been a couple of weeks. Yes, we took a couple of weeks off, got swamped with the consulting and over at Taltoa. If you haven't checked out Taltoa, you should do so, TALTOA.com. We'd be happy to put you on the road to success. Working as a freight broker or freight broker agent, no experience required. Most work out of their home. Now, if you have not checked out freightbrokertv.com, that's our home website for the FBTV. Check it out. You're missing out. A lot of content there. Lots of content. Matter of fact, there's a link there that will take you to FBTV Insider. The FBTV Insider has all the content we make available to the public. Podcast, videos, radio broadcasts, the whole 9 yards. Puts them in one place where you have access to it. You got to subscribe, but you can get access to the free content just by subscribing, no money. But if you want access to the insider content, and I'll tell you, there's just more stuff there that I could go over. We got training, RV transport training, Taltoa videos are being put up there, different one every week for training. They're training videos, the series of how to be a freight broker. There are insider videos only, insider podcast. I mean, the list goes on and on. Check it out. But you can do that. FBTV.com, or FreightBrokerTV.com rather. There'll be a link there that'll take you to FBTV Insider, and you can subscribe if you like it. It's less than $25 a year to subscribe, get access to all of that content, but that's neither here nor there. That's totally up to you. I feel like I'm losing my voice. People say I don't sound that way, but it feels that way. Hopefully next day or two I'll come back. I think what it is, we're in March, and the pollen is in the air in Arkansas. Matter of fact, I start taking allergy medicine in January. And this allergy medicine I've been taking, not going to name any brands, it just quit working. And yesterday I was able to pick up a new allergy medicine. Took one tablet. Oh, much better. And I think this is all going to be clearing up in the next couple of days. I hope so anyway. All right. Let's get to the topic at hand. You ever have a day or a load, and everything just seems to go wrong? What do you do? Now, I'm not talking about a crash or damage or anything like that. I'm just talking about stupid. Let me give you an example. I had a broker working for me one time. He came into my office. He said, "Hey, Mike, I don't know what to do. Maybe you can point me in the right direction." I said, "What's going on?" He said, "I had a load of roofing picked up by this trucking company. They picked it up last week, and my shipper just called me, and they asked me," and the load was going to California, by the way, "and my shipper just called, and they asked, why did that truck just deliver half of that full load of roofing?" And I didn't know what to do. What should I do? I haven't done anything. And I've been in transportation. I've seen a lot of things, but this one was a first. First thing, obviously, whenever you get notified something like this is going on, you have got to put your customer's load first. First and foremost, you've got to get the load delivered and off the truck. Try to save that load, keep your customer happy. So obviously in this situation, the thing not to do was to call the trucking company that was hauling the load and go bananas on them. Even though you want to, don't do that, because you've got to get that other piece of the load delivered to its final destination. You got to find out what's going on. So I explained to my broker, I said, okay, call the trucking company. Don't make it sound like anything's wrong. Everything's hunky-dory. You just had a call from your customer inquiring about the other half of the load, and you were hoping they could clear it up for you. So he made the call. He came back in my office after the call, and he told me, you're not going to believe this. This guy picked up the load. He took it back to his yard. That trucking company had another partial load going to New Mexico. So what they did, they took half of the load of roofing off the trailer, and they put that partial load going to New Mexico, and they went on with it. Their thinking was, well, if that company out in California that needs that roofing, if they get half of it, that'll at least allow them to get the job started, and we'll get the other half of the load out there next time we got a truck going that way. So now we knew exactly what was going on. And oh yeah, we were all fit to be tied. Now what about the customer? What do you do in a situation like that? Your customer's wondering. I instructed the broker, call your customer and be honest with them. Tell them. And act just as dumbfounded as you can. Like this has never happened before. You don't know what the guy was thinking. You just, some days you just can't fix stupid. That's all it amounts to. They did. The customer, they said, okay, any idea when it might deliver? And the trucking company said it shouldn't be long. They got a truck headed that way next couple of days. The load did eventually deliver. When the load did deliver, what happened? This is probably what everybody's looking forward to right here. A lot of things could happen because that trucking company was under contract to pick up that load and deliver the full load to its destination as one load, not two separate loads. The trucking company could have paid penalties, all kinds of penalties. Matter of fact, once that load was removed off the trailer and put on the ground at their yard, that load was not insured. That half of the load. The insurance company could have been contacted and they could have been notified about what this trucking company was doing, because that's just not very bright, splitting the load like that. I mean, I don't care if you've never drove a truck or know anything about trucking. You know you don't take half the load off like that. Just no common sense there at all. Penalties could and would have been imposed on that carrier. My customer, obviously, they benefited from the penalties that were imposed on that carrier, and that carrier was blackballed. They were never allowed to haul a load for the brokerage again. That kind of thing follows that trucking company. Matter of fact, today there are places on the internet where people can post stuff. Even on the load boards today, DAT, they have a area that you can post what you want to post about the trucking company or the broker. You got to be careful about this stuff. But what happens when something just out of the ordinary goes wrong and there's nothing you can do about it? You're just left bumfuddled. Do the best you can. My number one thing, keep your customer and their load first. Get the load delivered, and then take whatever action you deem necessary. All right, go ahead. Have a good Monday, what's left of it, and I will talk to you soon. It's good to be back. Have a great day, unless, of course, you've made other plans.